Hello, welcome to SHE-preneur Stories series, an initiative by 46XX that brings to light story of a woman entrepreneur per episode that might just cheer, inspire, aid and benefit you on your entrepreneurial journey. Today, let's meet Meenal Sinha. She is the founder and CEO of meetingsandoffices.com, which she founded in September 2015. You may read more about her accomplishments in the description box. Listen in to learn more about as to how did she get to where she is today. Meenal is the youngest child of her family. She was born in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh and brought up in New Delhi, but is a hardcore Bombayite since 1995. Meenal comes from a regular Indian middle-class family, where the right thing to do was study, work hard and get a good job, which one never quit. Integrity, ethics and building long-lasting relationships were the tenets that were drilled into her since childhood. Her father was in a government job and mother a retired primary teacher. Her sister is a software engineer in the Silicon Valley. Meenal lives in Mumbai with her husband, who's a serial entrepreneur and an active mentor in the startup ecosystem, and her 18-year-old son. Bindas is a word that best describes Meenal as she was growing up, which is true even today. As a child, she was a brilliant student, the apple of her teacher's eyes, and very sure of what she wanted out of life. She truly credits her father for this, as he was the wind beneath her wings and encouraged her to face life and challenges that comes with it head on. Meenal has always been a doer, had a lot of restless energy, always wanting to do more and do better each time. She always wanted to start something of her own and create a lasting impression on the world. The need to satiate her aspirations, coupled with the need to get stuff done right away, is what drove her. And what sustained that drive was her unwavering passion, enthusiasm, and confidence to go for what she wanted to achieve, irrespective of the hard work or struggles it entailed. Meenal ventured into entrepreneurship in 2015 with the aim of taking the pain out of finding the right office space solution for the end user and helping space owners monetize their otherwise perishable inventory. Since then, Meetingsandoffices.com has emerged as India's premier aggregator of co-working spaces, business centers, serviced offices, and all shared workspaces with presence across 31 cities, 850 plus locations, 2,000 plus facilities, and more than 2 lakh workstations. Needless to say, it's growing every day. Meenal will now give us a peek into what her entrepreneurial journey has been like.
Hi, I'm Meenal Sinha, founder and CEO of Meetingsandoffices.com. I'm also on the executive committee of India Business Group Real Estate Vertical and the chairperson of All Ladies League Mumbai Startup Support Chapter. I'm a first-generation entrepreneur and started this journey after 2 decades in the corporate world when I finally realized, let me start working this hard for myself. Looking back, I feel I was always an entrepreneur at heart. Even as a kid during summer holidays, I used to start a library where other kids could rent books and comics for a small fee. And then when I learned tie and dye in my SHE-preneur class at school, I actually started making tie and dye dupattas, first just for me, then for my sister, and suddenly I started doing it, for a small profit margin for all her friends as well. And I used to actually take orders as to what colors they want, what kind of designs they want, and then I used to do that. Even during my management, I always used to say that after 5 odd years of work experience, I'm gonna start on my own. And however, I didn't start in 5 years, but after a brilliant career of 2 decades, I've been able to start on my own and I'm loving it. I'm a firm believer in the maxim that if you face a wall, then you make a door in that wall. You don't turn away. You don't give up just because of problems. Every problem in this world comes with a solution. You only need to look for it. So the biggest challenge that I faced is in creating this tech platform, Meetingsandoffices.com. I don't have a tech co-founder. And when I was just starting out, even well-wishers and good friends told me there is no way this venture will take off without a tech co-founder. Drop the idea. But मैं तो रुकने वाली नहीं. Because like I said, every problem has a solution. So after almost tying up with 3 different tech co-founders, so I call them my failed marriages, I realized, बहुत हो गया, enough is enough. I am the only one who truly believes in this product, who understands what my customers want, and I'm the only one who can ensure this sees the light of the day. And what I did is I said कि नहीं आती technology कोई बात नहीं, I am going to start and write my own wireframes because I know what product I want and what the customers need in this market. And then I just found an agency, a tech agency, to help me build the platform. And after many months of real hard work, 2 2-hour long calls with them, blood, sweat, and tears, my baby finally was born. So I think in terms of the support that I have received, I've been lucky because when you set your heart and mind on something now, help actually comes forth from unexpected quarters. So through this journey, I had different people who helped me at different times, and it was almost like, some long lost friend suddenly comes into my life to help me with my tech thing. Somebody comes just to guide me, be there when I'm crying. And what I feel is, if you find your goal, work hard towards it, everything else falls into place. Balance? What balance? So, okay, when I decided to start this venture, I had a long chat with my husband and my son. He was 13 at that time. And I explained to them that I won't be available neither for my monthly weekend getaways, neither for our annual vacations, nor the fun evenings, or not the entire day that I could spend with my son at times. And I told them everything will have to take a backseat. Fun is not allowed in my life till my new baby learns how to walk. And I must have done something right because they were and have always been extremely supportive. But yes, personal life took a totally backseat while I was busy giving shape to this dream. And luckily, my husband worked with me to give this dream shape. And after quitting my job till I launched meetings and offices, which I call MNO, in November 2016, I spent a lot of time at home and with my son because I was working from home. So somewhere or the other we used to find our moments. And in fact, while I was doing that, as a stress buster for the first time in my life, I picked up baking. So I think what is important is to make your choices and be happy with those choices. Don't let others guilt trip you and make you feel that you're not doing enough for the family just because you're working. Oh, there's just so much more to achieve and so much more to learn. I think the biggest accomplishment was when people who had told me that I cannot launch something like this without a tech co-founder, and post the beta launch, they actually came and said, "Oh my God, your platform is so amazing." I think that was just the biggest accomplishment for me. I think life is too short to have regrets. I have no regrets, but I would certainly use all the learnings of this life. So future is like everybody else, a little uncertain for us also. However, as far as the business is concerned, because the co-working industry is picking up again, and in fact there is more focus on the co-working industry, so we are in a happy place. What has happened is everybody in the world wants to reassess their real estate footprint and see options that are more flexible, give their employees workspaces closer to their homes, and have a smaller corporate office where people maybe come once or twice a week. And that is where we are having a lot of solutions. And in fact, we saw it early on, way back in March 2020 itself, that companies are going to start looking at satellite offices and distributed working, what we in the industry call the hub and spoke model. And we've been working on that. In fact, a lot of new products are on the anvil. I can't disclose everything, but I think now is the time when we have started looking at and having conversations of fundraising and all also. So hopefully everything is gonna work out well. I am very excited. My key takeaways and learnings so far, well, I think learning must never stop. And just to share a few things that I have learned in my journey so far, the most important one is that we need to remember Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't have to launch the perfect product or app or platform on day one. If you have an idea, execute it well and launch a beta version or prototype as soon as you can. Start fast, fail fast, scale fast. And a very important lesson is that you've got to grab what you want and not wait for somebody to hand it out to you. For all my fellow women entrepreneurs, all I want to say is that we are just entrepreneurs who happen to be women. So having the thought that we are at a disadvantage, that has to be kept aside and totally out of our mind. If anything, women entrepreneurs are better because we are born to multitask, guys. We are organized, we pay better attention to detail, and the only thing holding you back, girls, is yourself. So stop thinking about what you should do as per others and start doing what you believe in and what you love. Don't try and excel at everything at the same time. It's alright. If you don't cook, or if your spouse attends some parent-teachers meetings, it's your life. And you should not be second-guessing your own choices. Also, I believe business has only two basics. Focus on getting them right, and everything else will fall into place. Delivering a phenomenal experience at every interface and every interaction, and a hard focus on bottom lines. So I think 46XX is an amazing initiative. As various reports have shown, India's GDP could rise by between 16 to 60% in 10 years if women participated equally with men in the economy.
If you liked what you just saw and heard and would like to be notified as soon as we come up with more such content, like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon of our YouTube channel, or follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook or Instagram, or get yourself added to our mailing list by filling in a form. You will find the handles, addresses, links displayed on your screens in the description box or comments section. Thank you.